Like, I had friends that were both Christians and not Christians, but I never stopped loving my friends that weren't Christians. But because we weren't having the same goal, I didn't really want to be around things that they were doing anymore. And so I feel like sometimes some of those friends, our relationships weren't as strong anymore because we just didn't find the same things to do and conversations. I just didn't want to have certain conversations, but we still are friends. We're still more of a superficial level of friendship, and my friends that were Christians, they grew deeper, and the kind of conversations and challenged and pushed each other to serve Jesus. And but it wasn't like I just stopped being friends with one group. Even in both of those times when I wasn't serving Jesus, I became stronger with friends that weren't serving God. But I never lost the connection between the two. It wasn't like I separated based on where I was living. Over time, did I lose friendships? And there were a couple that the Lord said, you really need to distance yourself because that's not healthy. And they were getting into things that I really needed to separate myself from, because as I wasn't exactly a new Christian, but really new in my own faith, that I wasn't strong enough to yet say to them, I'm not comfortable with that. So I knew if I hung out with those certain friends, I would fall back into things that I didn't want to do anymore, and I didn't have the strength. So there were a couple that I remember being like, God, I really can't imagine life without them. I don't really have a ton of friends without them, but if he was like, I'm gonna bring friends, and he always did. Anytime I let go of a friendship, he always brought another one. I loved that about the Lord, and they were always stronger. He's just so good.